Hello there, hello there, hello there, hello there. How's it going? Shut up! Hi, I'm Jeremy Cole. Welcome to my show, mate. So, basically, what we've got now, we've got a couple here to start off our show, yeah? Who have had an issue involving a Labubu. Let's see what their story is now.
Well, Jeremy, I have been, quite frankly, fucked over royally, as my wife is saying I slept with a Labubu and now the whole street seems to agree it's absolute rubbish, Jeremy, and I need your totally 100% accurate, complete 100% lie detector tests to clear my name. Thank you. Jeremy, just don't listen to his crap, man. If the whole street is saying it, they must be right. I am just here to prove what I already know, mate, and that's all.
So that's us having a chat with them backstage. Literally right there. And now, let's introduce them to the stage, shall we? Okay, can we put them on stage now? Oh, I've got to do the clap thing. Well, there's one of them, but where's the other? Ah, look at you, how smelly you with your lies. I know you did it.
And all they've been
Their
treating me, there's
whole
bollocks from them, and you
street are
seriously
saying
believe
you
that?
did it, you
Go
prick.
where kids are there. Are
Tesco
you
car
fucking
park, apparently,
joking
yeah.
with me? You taking the
They said
piss?
some
Are you
of them
taking the
literally
piss?
saw it. There were
You can't
kids
believe
there.
the line, even
Kids
if
there.
fucking
Never
angry,
mind
you
me. I
fucking
don't give a
joke,
shit
man.
about
You're
me. What about
supposed
the
to
kids?
trust who you bloody get
And the
with.
boo-boo.
Jesus
Are you mad?
Christ, man, it's a joke. Look at this,
joke?
Jeremy.
Jada, can I just interject by saying, like, this sounds so outlandish, like a Labubu. Like, this feels like wrong. This feels like it could be a skit mocking the show. On like, sort like in a... Hello and welcome to In a Nutshell, episode 8. Hopefully this one will be great. This is for those who Chief Keef and Queef. Hell yeah, ayo, what? Shall we begin? I think we should, so I will. Okay, so August started off quite calmly. There was a few like nothing burgers. There was a whole thing with Markiplier and AI. People said he supported it because he used it in the video. He then went on stream and went no, and then it all ended. Very interesting, I know. Anthony Fantano got exposed for saying the N-word 10 years ago, but for one, they get exposed every year. We already knew that since like 2017. And he just responded this time because it was more exposed than usual, and that's kind of the only little twist, and his response was fair. And he also noted people fabricated videos to make it look like he was mocking Trayvon Martin, whilst also proving that he wouldn't do that. So, you know, maybe these people who support Drake, who is definitely not a good person, are not the moral grandstanders of Twitter that everyone seems to think they are. And by everyone, I mean all the people in their circle. Because they're the only people that are that unemployed to care. Says me, who makes a whole show about it. Anyway, you may be sitting there right now thinking, I remember interesting things that did happen that were kind of funny. So you are lying about the calm start. And you know what? You're right, because the Labubu lady on TikTok got cancelled for making a blackface KSI Labubu. That's a sentence. And honestly, the more sentences that spawn out on the internet like that, it's not a matter of did the suicide rates go up this year, it's a matter of by how much, because if everyone else is seeing that, they must be getting driven insane too. And you know what happens next. KSI also responded. I mean, he didn't really care. He was just angry at the forehead because, you know, he's got bigger issues like, oh my god, I'm losing so much money because no one buys Prime anymore. So, that's no surprise. Lil Tay started an OnlyFans on her 18th birthday and made $1 million on the first day. However, you can't just do that, which implies, you know. And I thought I would actually bring my pal on here, Explosive Reactbot. So Reactbot, what is your thoughts on people who sign up to this thing?
Dude, what?
Alright then. So, that's his thoughts. Mine are just you're a fucking non. There was a huge controversy around Muhatar, who called himself an engineer even though he doesn't have the degree, which totally matters because he has the skills anyway. He then responded by saying, well, I have the skills to be an engineer, I just didn't bother getting the degree, but fine, I'll call myself a programmer, are you happy? In the most unnerving, turbulent, riveting drama of the week. the fuck did that channel get so many views from that bullshit? Feels nice not having to tone down swearing anymore. And anyway, before I start this, I just want to say I don't do any of this for money. I'm not doing this to grift. I just like mocking people I don't like on the internet. So, Brad Taste, more audio came out. Apparently, Worse exists, and this was very normal, and it shows Brad Taste being very much abusive. And all I'm going to add is, fuck you, Brad. Get help and get off the internet. That's all I want to say, because he's still on a madman, to put it simply. And I don't want to add any more fuel to the fire. I don't want to drag it like people do with like pirate software and all that. I just want to say it once and move on. I just feel like I had to add that because more came out. And that's as much as I really want to say, unless something like bad comes out in the future. Anyway, in other news, Rod Stewart created an AI tribute to Ozzy Osbourne with him taking selfies with different celebrities. One was X for some reason, because they totally cross paths really often. And I just don't get it. Like, you could so easily commission an art. Oh, you don't like spending your millions. You're a dickhead, aren't you? Oh, yeah, that explains a lot then. Chicago radio legend, I guess. I mean, he was there for 3 decades, so I assume he's somewhat of a legend. Reactbot, was he a legend?
Thanks, I hate it.
Lovely. So, this guy was Dan Bernstein, who had what can only be described as an S-tier meltdown on Twitter over someone daring to question his conservation skills when it comes to fishing, including even threatening to dox the person who was criticising him and his kids. Lovely. Anyway, if I was this guy's career advisor, I'd say I'd become a conservative grifter, or just become the SSS Sniper Wolf of fishing. I mean, you already embody a trait, so, you know. Something to consider. So that weird fan who met up with Doja, they've made up apparently. And honestly, I have no clue why, because that guy seems like a complete loser, and Doja doesn't really seem to have anything to promote. Oh! Yeah, that sounds like something she'd do for marketing. I mean, she is enough of a beg. Anyway, now to ask the real questions involving this situation. So let's bring back Reactbot. Do you ship?
I'm gonna pin the craziest comment.
Great. Schlepp was banned on Roblox this month, which was highly controversial given he got 6 child predators arrested on the platform. I wonder if the meeting around this went like this.
Look, Chief, if you let these child predators get arrested, then who was going to play your games?
Oh, that's not a bad idea. So we're destroying the reputation then? Hell yeah! Numerous requests this month have come to light from Drake's legal team. These include documents involving posts by NFR Podcast and Screwface Jean, and posts involving any allegations against Kendrick Lamar and his and Dave Free's relationship with his children. What's that got to do with the song? Oh, the cap's back, that's nice. Anyway, W Place happened this month where people got doxxed by themselves. They made voids, there's no report button, and people got really angry at Deltarune fans. So, basically, in a nutshell, it's just Pixel Twitter. So, there you have it. YouTube appears to be adding AI to non-AI using people's shorts in the hopes that people can't tell the difference and stop protesting against it. Which made people very happy, and people understood their decision, and there was no drama, like, at all. Twitch finally updated their policy so bots weren't verified as legitimate users, and interestingly, streamers such as Your Rage and FaZe Lacey had their view accounts plummet. This, of course, is because they use bots, which makes streaming an even harder field to get into for smaller content creators, and makes the playing field absolutely ridiculous. And yes, that is XQC being coherent. Ugh, a broken clock is right twice a day, am I right? And bear in mind, when you see this is how he consumes music.
Look, live from the depths of hell with angel wings that have yet to flail.
Another thing to that.
Cash out, the buddy got the swerving in the lane and then crashed out. It happens.
Another thing of that.
And that man is making legitimate, really good points. I feel like this meme needs to be plastered absolutely everywhere at the moment, because Jesus Christ. This feels like if you won like a legal battle with Ronnie Radke as your lawyer. What is going on? Whew. Lil Nas X could spend years in prison after that psychotic episode that happened that got leaked in TMZ by some weirdo. And I find it very bizarre, because he's clearly in a pretty piss-poor mental state. And if someone who murdered someone did that, they'd probably get sent to a mental hospital. So, what's the difference? What's the difference? Go on then. What's the difference? Young Thug leaks have been very different this month. These leaks include stuff that he has said that has caused allegations of snitching, which is the very reason he hates Gunna, and allegations of using artificial streaming bots to boost his numbers. How interesting. Also, I look like that meme. And as for Yay of the Month, which does not improve my image of looking like that meme, he started a crypto scam. And that's about it. And honestly, I'm shocked it took him this long. Anyway. That is August in a nutshell. See you in September in a nutshell.